there, and I think we put a figure of 200 crore. Easily we can cross that figure. We have new technology, hoses, etc. coming from Maruti, and we already bought up that. So I don't feel, at first Mahindra, we are working with Mahindra for the whole business. Hopefully we are quite hopeful to cross that figure also. That is a brief.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, if you wish to register for a question, please press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Uttam Purohit from Monarch Network Capital Limited. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir, and congratulations on great set of numbers. So my question was around the margin side for the quarter. So if I look at the margin of forging and the Marelli business, it has gone down by some percentage, and on the contrary, gaskets has gone up quite a bit. So is this impact on margin of Marelli and also the forging business, is it because of raw material prices? And can you please also comment on the improvement in margins of gaskets?
Margin of, I think, Marelli is now holding between 13 to 14%. Okay? 13 point some percent margins there. The reason is because of the product mix. The more the export, the more the margin. And I think this margin will grow further. It will be, I think, next 2 years we should be touching around 15% here in this with the export business, with the new business coming in where the margins are good. We are hopeful it can go up to 15%. Next year it should be around 14%. After that it should be around 15% plus in this business. And second thing, what you were saying about 14 something or something, I just missed that.
There's a bit impact on the margins of forging business as per, and also there's a great improvement in the margins of gasket business. So can you just comment on both of them?
Please don't see quarter, see the year. I always say see the year. Some price increases come in one quarter, it's the impact of that in one quarter. For a full year, on a standalone basis, we had a margin of 16.1%, I think, for last financial year. We are hopeful that it should be hovering around that for the next year. After that, it can go up further, the more export and more. It can go up to further, but don't expect 20%. I was telling you earlier also, don't expect that. It should be 0.5% here and 0.2, 0.5%. It will be hovering around for next financial year only. After that, it can, let's see after 1 year. I think with the benchmark, we about 16%, we have already achieved that. We stick to that benchmark first and see. The more good businesses, export business we get, the more margin will come. We are working on that.
Great. And this amount we would receive from this investment and JV, so it would be utilized towards internal capex, or are we planning to acquire or do some acquisition?
Now I'm talking about the normal business. We are okay. We are still working for that, for JVs or some new acquisition. Not really for new JVs or TA. We are working on that. Let's see when it matures. We are working on that very seriously.
We're working on a few new projects. Technology transfer as well as but not acquisition. Right now, JV working on.
Great. Just one bookkeeping question. So I can see our non-current investments have gone quite up a bit, and I can see some cash inflow from our this investment from the JV. So can you just explain me what things are, how the transaction has proceeded till now?
Pardon me, what you said? How the transaction?
How much the transaction is proceeded? Have we received the entire amount, or is it part pending and the increase and the substantial increase in the non-current investments?
Yeah. Absolutely right. We received 81.80 crores in the on 25th January. And after paying the taxes and some expenses, legal expenses, we left with a figure of about 65 crores, which we are invested, and for a period of more than 1 year in the government securities, and it's lying in the non-current asset because more than 1 year. It's already with us.
Okay.
And
thanks.
That's average income we are getting about 7.75 to 7.8% average return we are getting on that.
Great. Thanks. That's from my side.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Shikha from Time and Tide Advisors. Please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Congratulations on a great set of numbers. So I wanted to inquire about our non-auto businesses, which we had started, I think, sometime last year. So I wanted to understand how those are moving for us.
We have not started any non-auto. Acha. Okay, that non-auto business.
Motors and stuff.
My offloader business.
Kawasaki and offloader.
Offloader business is doing very well. Last year, I think my in forging division, 40 crore business is offloader business. If you see forging only, my offloader share is hovering around 40%. I mean, less than 30%. Just a minute, I can tell you. It's doing very well. And we are able to, I think this year it will go further. Forging business, my share of two-wheelers, agri and offloader is 48%. Of this, include agri also. For offloader, we did around 40 crore turnover out of 276.
Okay, understood. And this is again mainly in Europe, right?
Yeah, you are right.
UK.
Understood. And so another bookkeeping question. This quarter, I think our other expenses were up as a percentage of revenue. Was there any one-off in that or related to Nippon Leafless or something?
One-off is in forging division, my freight.
Okay.
One-off. Reason being, I'm just giving you background. The one is Red Sea issue. It started in December somewhere. It carried out for the full year. Plus, because of the Red Sea problem, my container was stuck because of Hamas issue, etc. And we need to send some, I think, 8 to 10 shipment to JCB by air. So that component, spend more than 1 year on that. That component added water. So that is the only thing regarding the Red Sea thing we'll able to recover in future quarters. And that is the one time of course.
Understood. Okay, that's it from my side, so I'll come back in the queue.
Thank you.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next follow-up question is from the line of Riham Goel from Spark Capital. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. So another question I had was, last year, EVs contributed 2% to the company's revenues. This year it reached 3%. So how exactly are you projecting 12% in the year FY27? What is the rationale behind that?
Just order acquisitions that we're working on.
Already we have the orders. I'm telling you, if that model of where we have got orders, I think it will be close to that. That vehicle, I think, which are going to launch in this October, November, have been delayed by 6 months. The UK vehicle manufacturer delayed the launch of EV by 6 months. That's why you can see order is there. Whenever they launch, we will be able to supply there.
Okay. And now that you've exited from Nippon, will you still be offering non-asbestos gaskets in your product portfolio?
No.
Yeah, that's a core product. Non-asbestos, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you will continue.
No, not spinal asbestos.
Yeah, we continue non-asbestos gaskets. That's the core. Yeah.
Ms. Goel, you have any further questions?
No, I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants, if you wish to ask questions, please press star and one. The next question is from the line of Divyam Gupta from Gupta Family Office. Please go ahead.
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, sir. My question is again regarding our margins. So we did 16% operating margins in FY24, and in your presentation, you have guided for a similar 16% by FY27. So
yeah. Hello?
Hello?
Sorry for that. The line for the current participant has been dropped. So we'll move on to the next question. The next question is from the line of Satish Kumar. Please go ahead.
Hi, sir. Thanks for the opportunity.
Again dropped.
Sorry for that.
There's some problem at your end. I think the call being dropped.
We'll move on to the next participant. The next follow-up question is from the line of Shikha from Time and Tide Advisors. Please go ahead.
Hello again, sir. So I was wondering, the Mahindra and Mahindra business we're speaking of, is that mainly on the EV side or is it on the ICE side?
ICE side.
SUVs. ICE SUVs.
ICE SUVs. And another thing, sir, I think we were doing some business with Russia sometime last year. How has the growth on that been, and what is the outlook on that?
I think this year we already supplied samples. They are under testing, and I think this year by next 2 to 3 months we will start supplying. This year we are expecting I think volume of around 10 to 12 crores sales from that business. The potential
It's all testing and validation, yes.
There's a potential 25-30 crores.
Understood. And are there any other geographies we're looking to add currently?
We just added Europe and South America to a very large order with a company called Stellantis. So that's going to start also by Q4 of this year. And it's a big order. It's about 1,000 crore order over the next 7 years.
Understood. And
we're trying to refocus our USA study also.
And are there any new products we're looking to add as well in the pipeline?
Yeah, we are working.
We're looking to add some new kind of hoses, maybe some plastic hoses, nylon hoses. We're working on some sealing of batteries. So various products we're looking at.
And so earlier we used to do a small portion of wire harnesses. Do we still do that, and are we looking to increase scope there?
No. We are buying wire harness for our Cummins gasket, wire harness gasket, and business is going very well. Still doing very well.
All right.
Yeah, and we're looking to increase that product portfolio into another customer in South India, a truck maker.
Got it. And so lastly, on our aftermarket division, do we have a strategy focused towards that, or are we currently just focusing mainly on supplying to OEMs?
OEM, we are supplying because the gasket, the aftermarket is not very huge because you know that these days we don't open engines so frequently. Our main focus is OE and aftermarket OE business. Our aftermarket OE business in export and in OE business and export. Not in domestic, we are not focusing.
So just correct me if my understanding is wrong, but the aftermarket export business would have a higher margin, right?
Yes. But the range is very, very huge, very big range, small numbers. This is different type of issues there, you know that.
Understood. Okay, so thank you so much for giving me a second chance. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Divyam Gupta from Gupta Family Office. Please go ahead.
I hope I'm audible this time, sir.
Yeah, you are audible,
yes,
but you are. Fine.
Thank you, sir. My question was again regarding our margins. So we did 16% operating margins in 24, and in our presentation we have guided for a similar 15-16% by FY27. So do we expect it to remain range bound going forward? But sir, my main question here is, shouldn't it increase and reach about the 18% range as our share of exports increase?
So, I think we will wait for 1 year and then we'll come out with these numbers. We are going to wait for 1 more year before we revise our guidance.
Okay, so but you do expect it to inch upwards, right?
Of course, our aim is to increase.
Yes.
We are here for that only.
Okay.
Yeah. Inch upwards. Yes, correct. That's what.
Perfect, sir. And if I heard you correctly in the call, someone just spoke about a 13% revenue growth guidance going forward. Do you stand by it?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. That's good. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Participants, you may press star and one to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Satish Kumar who's an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, all you are audible.
Okay, thanks for the opportunity, sir. Sir, it is in one of the research report, it is mentioned like large scale adoption of EV could render many of the company products obsolete as gaskets are not required to same extent in EV. So how do we see that, sir?
Sorry, your voice was not that audible. Please, can you repeat slowly?
Yeah, sure. In one of the research report, it is mentioned like a large scale adoption of EV could make many of the our company's products obsolete as gaskets are not required to the same extent in EVs. How do we see that, sir?
Sorry, I was not able to get your question.
Can't hear you.
Some research report, it was mentioned that...
Can't hear you.
Anuj, are you able to understand? I am not able to.
No, I can't. No, cannot hear.
Okay, let me rephrase. So, research report saying many of our company products like gaskets may become obsolete if when there is large scale adoption of EVs, because they are
our products. Our products don't get obsolete. In gaskets, we are basically into very heavy duty engines like trucks and out-road segments and tractor segment. We're very well protected out there. We are also in some two-wheeler gaskets, but those are also mostly motorcycle, so they don't get obsolete. Tomorrow morning, the whole world will change and you have EV buses, EV trucks, EV cars, and there's no ICE engine, then something happens. But in the next 10, 15 years, we have signed contracts with our OEM called Cummins, where we're going to continue to make gaskets and design for them. And otherwise, all our other divisions like forging and chassis and rubber, there's nothing going to happen. And we are constantly evolving product portfolio to cater to EVs and also batteries.
Okay, sir. Thank you. One more question. So, are we expecting more similar large orders in FY25, sir?
We are expecting...
We are working every day.
Yeah. Even with the EV increasing in EV, our gasket division is growing 17 to 18, I think 18 to 19% last financial year. So growth is coming from there. The new products we are evolving in the engine, outside the engine, in the EV, everything is there. We are growing, we keep on growing, irrespective.
Okay, sir. Are we supplying products to CNG vehicles also?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
is gasket? Sealing product. It's a sealing. Gasket is a sealing product. Sometimes we seal the engine, sometimes seal the exhaust, sometimes seal any where the two metals mix, it's sealed. In the gas cylinder also, the sealing is there. Everywhere.
Okay, sir. All the very best. That's all from my side. All the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Atul Daga from AAA Securities. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, by FY27, we expect our EV share to increase, and the guidance is given in it's approx 12%, right? My question is, which category do we focus to cater on, like passenger vehicles, commercial vehicles? Because in ICE segment, we majorly cater to
EV vehicles. Our EV business is only PVs, mostly PVs.
Right. So my question was the same. Which category are we going to focus on CV as well?
Sorry?
CV, we are focusing, our focus is everywhere, but nobody is developing a electric CV at present.
Okay. So, also in continuation to the same, how will CapEx requirement will change as we focus more and more into EV space?
Not much. Of course, not really. If you make EV sometimes requires like for motors, they are developing gaskets made of rubber. We already make gaskets made of rubber here. So those machines will be added more. And we are developing a new product for a battery. If that products come online, we have a separate line for that. Can't comment on that. But nothing major is going to invest.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you. As there are no further questions, I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
Yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for joining the call. And I'm hopeful that we'll be able to answer all the questions that were put up. And as we said earlier as well, we maintain that with our hedged automotive strategy and different product lines that we are in, we see a good and a bright future. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of Talbros Automotive Components Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us. You may now disconnect your lines.